you turn that down a little bit?
The light? Yeah, we can.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm a photographer. Okay, we rolling?
Nope. Sprout Studio origin story, take one. So, how did this all start?
It was May 20th, 2013. I remember that day because it was a significant turning point for me, both in my life and in my career, honestly. I was running my wedding and portrait photography business for 10 years, and I remember having this weird Frankenstein system of all these different tools that just weren't speaking together. Contracts, invoices, questionnaires, email marketing, scheduling. It was a mess. My clients were getting this confusing experience. I wasn't organized, and it just wasn't working for me. I knew that I couldn't be the only one, and I went to school for computer science, so I knew what you could do with technology, but no one was bringing these things together in one place. So I set out to make something impactful for our industry.
So, where did you go from there?
So I started building Sprout actually with an outsourced development team, and I built that for about 5 months, spent a lot of time, a lot of money trying to build that, and I realized pretty early on that in order to build something that was actually going to be built the way that photographers needed it to be built, I had to have a lot more control over that. So actually I reached out to Chris. Chris, can Chris come in for this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah, cool.
Can I get a new slate? Take two.
So I had worked with Chris on a few projects before, and he was unmatched in terms of like his style and his design and the way that he looks at things. And so when I knew I wanted to bring it in-house, Chris was like my first choice. So I just took a chance and I reached out and I emailed Chris.
Yeah, actually, I remember that day. I was a co-owner of a local web agency at the time. I remember getting this email from Brian. We'd worked together like a whole bunch of times before on different projects in the past. And my business partners and I, we met up with you. I just don't remember, November, December.
It was December 6th.
Of course you know that.
Yeah.
So December 6th, he pitches the idea of Sprout Studio to us for the first time, and we just instantly knew this was gonna be something pretty cool.
So I remember we were at Coffee Culture here in St. Catharines, and we sat at that table at the top of the stairs, shook hands, drank coffee, some of us drank hot chocolate, and we decided to start building what is now Sprout Studio.
Yeah, and the best part about that deal, if you remember, is it was never about getting rich. It was never about selling it. It was just never about the financial part.
Yeah, I mean, like we built it to scratch my own itch. I mean, I had done this thing for 10 years. I knew what it was like, and I knew that I couldn't be the only photographer that struggled to keep all these things organized in one place. You know, we built Sprout to help photographers win with their clients, win in business, and win in their lives. So, I mean, ultimately we help photographers make a living doing this thing that they love to do.
Yeah, and because it was so new, there wasn't a right way to do it. I remember at our first design meeting, actually, I don't know if you remember this, but we had to take galleries and invoices and we had to make them talk to each other.
Yeah, I mean, that had never been done. And I think our superpower is the fact that we can take these really complex ideas and make them accessible to every photographer. We can really think outside the box and make things useful and functional and helpful for photographers, but it also looks really good along the way. And look at where it's led us. I mean, Sprout Studio V3, it is the biggest release in the history of Sprout. Look how far we've come.
Version 3 is such a big difference. We've continued to take note and the feedback that we've gotten from our clients, right? And apply those changes. I mean, that's such a big part of what we do at Sprout, is to make sure that we build something that photographers can actually use and that will actually make their lives easier.
The cool thing that I'm excited about with version 3 is not only did we make it prettier, but we are introducing a whole bunch of new functionality that makes their lives easier, makes them run their business quicker, helps them get in and out of the software easier, and we introduce more tools for them to make more money and give their clients a better experience.
Oh yeah, like sell a lot more photos, just really improve their business. And I think the team is such a huge part of that.
Yeah, I think our real secret weapon, honestly, is our team that we have at Sprout.
Yeah, exactly. I think like our team is just full of rock stars. And I mean, we wouldn't be able to get to V3 without them. Like, not even half of what we've been able to build wouldn't have been possible.
I think it's because we hire for passion and drive and hunger, and we hire people on the team that are just really like open-minded and collaborative and just willing to push the status quo. And where we've come and where we're going now with V3, it wouldn't be where it is if the team didn't push those boundaries. And really, we show up every day, and everything, every decision, every conversation that we have revolves around this idea that we exist to help photographers make a living doing what they love. With V3 and the launch of V3, honestly, we couldn't be prouder of the community that made it all happen.
December.
It was December 6th.
Of course, you know that.
Yeah.